Hey guys, this is a supplemental video talking about Medicare supplemental policies. My name's Tony Maritato, and if you're new to the channel, we focus on helping you learn everything you need to know about Medicare so you can run an effective, profitable private practice for PT, OT, and SLP. Let's jump into the content. In today's video, we're going to talk about supplemental plans. Those are Medicare secondaries, also known as Medigap policies. Now with Medicare, a client has really three options. They can have no secondary coverage. So Medicare pays and I'm talking about Medicare Part B specifically for this video. Medicare pays 80% of the Medicare allowed amount to a participating Medicare provider, and the patient's responsible for the remaining 20. To pay that 20%, the patient might choose to pay out of pocket, totally available. The patient might choose to purchase a supplemental or a Medigap policy, and that's what we're going to talk about today. Or the patient might have a non-supplemental secondary plan to cover other expenses. We're not going to talk about that in this video. So let's take a look at the Medicare website. Let's take a look at some of the different kinds of supplemental policies and how you can figure out what the secondary is going to cover. This way, before you begin treatment, you have an idea of the patient's financial responsibility coming up. Let me share my screen. Okay guys, so here we are on the official Medicare.gov website. This is really more of the patient-facing, beneficiary-facing website. This isn't so much for providers, but we get a lot of useful information on this website. So this talks about how to compare Medigap policies. It's got some information in here. The most important thing that you're looking at related to this info is this chart right here. And this is where, if it says yes, you can see here the plan covers 100% of the benefit. If it says no, the policy doesn't cover that benefit. And then if there's a percentage, the plan covers that percentage of the benefit. And NA, of course, is not applicable. So if we jump down here to Part B, coinsurance and copayment, you can see Medigap plans A, B, C, D, E, and G cover the full coinsurance. Plan K covers 50%, Plan L 75%, M and N the full amount again. So when you're looking at your patient's secondary coverage card, sometimes you'll see what plan and it'll be listed on that insurance card. That's what you're looking for. When we scroll down, obviously we have information here about Part A. The Part B deductible, this is always a big one. So again, when we're looking at Part B deductible, plans A and B as a supplemental Medigap policy do not cover the Part B deductible. Plan C does, Plan D does not, Plan F does, Plan G does not. K, L, M, and N do not cover the Medicare primary deductible. This is really important because if you're seeing a patient at the beginning of the year, or a patient who has not utilized their Medicare coverage, you're going to have to look at collecting toward that Medicare deductible when you begin care. So these are some questions that you want to be able to answer ahead of time before the patient even starts physical therapy, occupational therapy, or speech. Those are really the two main areas that we're looking at. The other information is fine. There's some information about, various states like Massachusetts, Minnesota, Wisconsin. They have some different stuff going on there. But guys, if you want, and I always recommend you do, when you receive a new referral for a new patient, it's a Medicare beneficiary, the first thing you should be doing is figuring out how to get the information from the primary and secondary insurance cards, going on to your MAC portal, wherever you're located. For me, it's my CGS. I go on there, I check coverage, I make sure that the patient isn't under a plan A, home health plan of care. I make sure that they have an active Part B plan in place. I make sure that they don't have a Part C Medicare Advantage plan going on, because you cannot have Part C and Part B together. I check the utilization. So PT and speech are combined. I see how much money they've spent toward the financial threshold this year. So I know if I'm going to have to look at maybe appending a KX modifier to the claim. And then I look at the secondary insurance card to see what Medigap or supplemental plan it is to determine if the primary deductible has not been met. I need to know if the supplemental is going to pick it up. If there's a co-insurance, which it's Medicare, there always is, I need to know if the supplemental is going to pick it up and how much it will pick up. Guys, I hope this was useful. I hope this information helped you kind of better run an efficient practice. The more efficient you are, the more time you can spend on patient care, the better for everyone. So guys, as always, post your questions in the comments on YouTube. Help me answer and bring you better information. My name's Tony. I'll catch you on the next video.